Alrighty guys, we're back.
That is the most viral tiramisu recipe. I've seen it on the internet. For some reason, tiramisu and virality go hand in hand. Anytime you see some guy scooping some tiramisu onto a plate, you know it's gonna go viral. We have one on this page actually, but we're gonna make this tiramisu. It's very simple, very straightforward. We got all our ingredients here. I'm not gonna waste your time. This is the show, should you try it? This is where I try viral recipes so you don't have to. And if they're good, I tell you if you should make it or not. But we're gonna start off by making the cream mixture. We're gonna use some eggs, some mascarpone. Is it mascarpone or mascarpone? I've heard it two different ways. And some vanilla extract. And we're gonna mix it all together till it's fluffy. And then after that, it's some coffee and some lady fingers. And then boom, you assemble. This is a really easy recipe, under 20 minutes. Let's get started. This is a traditional tiramisu recipe, so we're gonna use eggs instead of cream. This makes it a little bit harder, but let's jump into it. We're gonna separate the egg yolks from the egg whites. You're gonna do 3 eggs per 8 ounces of mascarpone. That's roughly 250 grams. So I'm separating my eggs and my yolks here. I got a lot of mascarpone, so I need a lot of eggs. Now I've separated all my eggs from my yolks. And you can see my big bowl of egg whites and my egg yolks here. We're gonna take that and put all of our egg yolks into a bowl, and we're gonna mix that with castor sugar, and we're gonna use a mixer to mix it all together. I don't have one of those standing ones where you can just leave it, so I had to manually mix it for ages. You have your egg yolks and your sugar. You want to incorporate that, and eventually it becomes this kind of creamy paste. You want to do it until it's white and peaky, just like this. And once that's done, and that's the ideal consistency, you're going to add your vanilla extract. It's about 1 teaspoon per 250 grams or 8 ounces of mascarpone. Now I'm going to add in my mascarpone. And I'm going to add in 2 full tubs because I can, and also I'm making a double batch. So I'm adding that in. It's pretty quick and easy process. Then you're going to use the mixer to incorporate all of that together. And once it's fully kind of mixed in, all juiced up together, you get this kind of consistency. It looks great. It tastes really creamy. It kind of just tastes like heavy whipping cream, to be honest. After that, we're going to get our egg whites, and we're going to mix them until we get something slightly less than a meringue. So you're going to bubble it up, and eventually you get something like this. You want stiff peaks, and then you're going to fold in half of your batch of mascarpone and egg yolk mix. You're going to fold that in. You don't want to get rid of the air in your egg whites. This is kind of my mistake. I probably overmixed it. Once you've done with the first half, then you can add your second half and mix that in. And that is your kind of creamy mixture done. The only hard part about this process is how much mixing you have to do, but with the stationary mixer, it's pretty easy. This right here is your ideal consistency, and now we're ready for the next part. I've been mixing for like 15 minutes. The most time-consuming part of this recipe is done. We have our mascarpone, egg white, egg yolk, vanilla extract mixture here. It's nearly to the top of this bowl, and it's very jiggly. Next up is the coffee mixture, and then the lady fingers. Then we put it together. This is really, really simple. The hard part is done. Now it's time for the easy part. Now it's time to make the coffee mixture. I got some instant coffee, and I'm going to put some boiling water in that. Make sure to mix it so all the instant coffee grounds are mixed into the mixture. And now we're going to add 1 shot of Kahlua.
2 shots of vodka.
And then we're going to dip our lady fingers into the coffee mixture. Make sure to quickly take them out. And now we can start assembling our tiramisu. You're going to do 1 layer of lady fingers and add the cream mixture on top. This is pretty self-explanatory. I try to make sure to cover as much of the surface of each layer with lady fingers, so I broke some up. I don't know if that's allowed or not, but I did it anyway. So I'm up to my second layer. I found out I could fit a 3rd layer into my bowl, so that's what I did. And then the final layer of cream, I low-key was running out,
But here we go, the most satisfying part, adding the cacao powder on top. And now we're done.
Okay, so we're done. This is the tiramisu. It is a really quick process, 20 minutes. Now it's time for the refrigerator for 4 to 5 hours. This is probably the hardest part of the whole thing, just waiting. But it's done. It looks pretty incredible. Can't wait to let the coffee flavors marinate and then have a try in 5 hours time.
All right, this is 6 hours later. We're gonna cut open our tiramisu right now. The cream is looking very creamy. I probably would have wanted it to be a bit more peak-like, but look at that, it looks perfect. It's kind of sliding down my plate.
So the final verdict is it's a 7 out of 10. I think the mascarpone with the egg whites, it's good, but it kind of tastes just like normal cream with coffee in it. So using the heavy cream, whipping that up, that recipe, rather than the egg whites that we did, is actually probably better. Very easy, other than the 4 or 5 hour wait, under 20 minutes. This will probably get better overnight, as well as the coffee kind of infuses more into the ladyfingers, because mine were a bit too firm. But yeah, should you try it? Yes, 7 out of 10. If you like videos like this, subscribe, like, comment. I'll reply to all the comments, and see you next week.